Hi, my name is Selin. I'm a first year PhD student in Loughborough University, but today I will present my work that I did in MRES last year. And the title of my project is the parametric analysis of the energy savings predicted by different thermal models and the implications for green deal. So, as you know, accurately and robustly assessing the energy saved by retrofit measures is a significant challenge, and literature demonstrates that the savings are often less than predicted by the model. This may simply be the underperformance of the fitted measures, but it may be a problem in the building energy model predictions as well. So therefore, it is crucial to test whether the models that are being used to predict the energy savings are reliable or not for refurbishment plannings. So for my MRES project, I tested two models, SAP 2009 and Energy Plus. As you know, SAP 2009 is used as a tool to carry out the energy assessment for the Green Deal. And Energy Plus is a dynamic simulation program developed by the Department of Energy in the United States. So how I tested the models, they can be tested in various ways, like testing against a real building. But here I did an intermodal comparison by carrying out a parametric analysis among a number of different thermal models using the same building. And testing the models by intermodal comparison technique provided the opportunity to evaluate these models without regarding the major concerns like the input uncertainties, etc. Therefore, I could highlight the modeling limitations and the capabilities by illustrating where the models produce similar energy savings and where they don't, and what could be the possible reasons for the variances. And because I tested SAP 2009, I tried to seek an answer to this question: if Energy Plus is used rather than SAP for the golden rule calculations, would the same recommendations be made for the energy refurbishment? So first I designed a base case house using SAP 2009 model and the Energy Plus. And a base case house is a typical UK semi-detached house based on a study of Allen and Pinney. And great care was taken to ensure that the inputs to SAP, Energy Plus and the other models were equivalent so as to be objective in the intermodal comparison. So after designing the base case house, I systematically changed the input parameters one at a time for certain design issues. For example, an insulation layer was added to the external walls, or the changes were made to the glazing type of the windows, or the occupancy profile, or the orientation. And from different variations, I obtained savings, like several results of energy savings in space heating. And then I compared the results of that energy saving from that particular input parameter change for that certain design issue with other studies where they introduced the same changes to the same base case house with known models like ESPR, Series, HDB2, R1900, and regions like region 8 and region 12. So here are some results. I know I don't have to discuss everything, but I present here some of the typical results. The first one is on your left, when I changed the construction type by adding an insulation layer. The results were comparable with those of the dynamic simulation programs and the rhythms, but the highest energy savings were predicted by SAP 2009 and the rhythms, giving very similar results to each other. And Energy Plus predicted similar energy savings with ESPR in the beginning, being the lowest bar of the chart. I'd like to point out that there isn't like an 8.5% difference between SAP and Energy Plus, SAP giving a very high value. In the second, when I changed the glazing type of the windows from single to double glazing, SAP 2009 again predicted the highest energy savings compared to other models, and Energy Plus gave the lowest energy savings. And the difference between SAP and Energy Plus were still noticeable again in this energy savings. So the findings indicate that if Energy Plus was used in the place of SAP as the assessment tool for the Green Deal, the predicted savings that resulted from the refurbishment would be far lower, meaning that the fewer households will be qualified for the loans. Conversely, perhaps more of the concern, the use of SAP may result in many households suffering lower expected savings. The results don't intend to say choose Energy Plus over SAP, but I'd like to point out that there is a variety in the predictions, and more work is needed to ensure that the appropriate models are used for the Green Deal assessments. And for other results, I'm happy to discuss during the closing session. And as the last presenter, I'd like to thank on behalf of all the Loughborough students for listening to all of our presentations, and thank you for my fellow Loughborough students for presenting.
So Selin is an aspirant director of a future Lolo Centre. I don't have to thank you all for listening or anymore. But thank you for your attention. It was a long session, but I'm sure, like me, you found much of that interesting. And I hope you'll take the opportunity over the coffee break, because our students are very well behaved. You've got half an hour for coffee rather than a quarter of an hour, which will give you plenty of time to pick up on things that you particularly want to pick up on. And then, in our last session, Andrew Hazlitt will be with us, close the colloquium. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, being wire.
Yeah. Thank you for my help.